We'll all be here soon.
Where's Angela? I did it.
Are you
By
Zoe?
default. Yeah, hi, Lil.
Hi. Well, nice to meet you,
Zoe.
Zoe. That over there is Danielson. He's gonna be your direct trainer.
Not me,
train-
Mish.
No, this is not Danielson. Behind this guy,
Oh.
your name is you're Shawn Malone, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I
Nice
need
to
to
meet
be
you,
a
Shawn.
Barnaby.
Yes, this is Falconer. This is Danielson. These two are my wonderful, amazing justices. That's Roman. You can ignore him. These two are going to be the ones
I know
helping
Roman.
you get mainly onboarded. They're very smart, very capable, very intelligent people. As long as I've known them, they do great work.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll do that. We'll do your guys' onboarding after we do the mayor signing, swearing in, and all that good stuff. So,
Okay.
guys, if you want to head on into
Roman,
the
I have
meeting
to
room,
ignore you now.
Or unless everybody's
so we can get this show on the road. Come on, team. Let's hit in
So the
there.
Irishman finally wakes up after me giving him his bar and he wins judge.
Come on, Frost.
I'm fucking English, mate. Well, part Turkish, actually.
Nice rectangle.
You said you were talking Irish when we first met.
I'm talking Cockney, fella.
Are we missing anyone? We have
That is
Party. We have Finley.
okay.
Do you have everyone from your cabinets?
Check your legs, isn't here?
I'm just gonna stand next to you since we both got hired on the same
Finley,
day.
Party, is there anyone
certainly
from
that
your
won't be as
cabinets
often.
missing or
Yeah, I
radio
don't know
still?
where I need to be, Les.
I mean, this is good as anywhere.
Yeah, well, books. Oh, makes us look
Well, I mean,
intelligent,
like,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, is there
Yeah,
anyone else
I
that
barely
wanted
passed
to
high
be
school.
here for this?
So
Oh.
Can I?
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna be around.
I'm
Okay,
sure this
well,
is fine.
Oh, I got
if
kicked
we're
out
not
for
waiting on
having a
anyone, then
felony.
I think we can just have everyone file
Oh,
in, and then we'll
me
go
too.
ahead
Wait,
and
you're a former felon
we'll get
too?
started. So exciting!
Yeah, I got stitched up by the Rosses.
Exciting, super fun. Congratulations,
Oh, I
you
used to
guys.
just spray paint everything.
Congrats on your win.
Oh, no. Fucking Rosses
You know,
dropped a
Party, I
knife
think
on the
it's finally
floor,
time
right?
to see what you can do.
Whilst I was having
still
a go with
remember
them for trying
being,
to
what was
beat
I?
up some
I think I was a
dustbins.
sergeant at LSPD when you first ran.
Oh.
And then they
5 years
claimed that
ago?
I was
6
the one who
years
had the
ago?
All
knife
those
and then
years
took me
ago.
down to the
Oh, yeah.
fucking slammer and told me if I plead guilty,
A very, very
it'll
long time ago.
all be
so.
done and dusted.
Okay.
Stitch me right up.
Is there anyone that we're still waiting on?
Well, at least you're alive.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah.
Even around.
I didn't think that was it. Was that risk?
He's
Or
not
were they
around
going
yet.
to
I
kill
think I'm
me?
gonna have to catch up with him later. So.
They weren't going
I
to do
don't
me
know.
in, were they?
I mean,
Yeah.
possible.
I don't think so.
Nah, surely not.
Just came to terms, so it should be good.
All of them?
Mhm.
Ah, convenient. It's actually very convenient. Okay, I will go ahead and get started then. So you guys, welcome. So here's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing a little bit of a crash course to get you kind of set up and get you a little bit acclimated, get you ready to serve your new role as the mayors of your respective counties. We're going to get you sworn in. And then I'm going to basically just kind of give you a little rundown of what your day-to-day, what your responsibilities are. And then I'm going to let you kind of handle the rest from there. At the end of it, you know, you guys are your mayors. You can do what you want with your counties within, obviously, your constitutional limits and all that. So I basically just want to help you understand where your boundaries are, what you can do, so you can have the best chance to succeed and do what you can to serve your constituents, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right, so let's start off with getting you guys sworn in. Party, you're closer, so we'll go ahead and start with you. All
Perfect.
right, I'm going to need you to repeat after me, okay?
Very well.
Do you want to swear on like a Bible or like a religious artifact of some sort, or is there anything you wanted to swear on?
Takes out a glowing book from satchel. Behold, the code of the clowns.
My
Puts it on the
goodness.
table.
The
Boom.
Codex of Clowns. This tome is only spoken about in legend.
Yes.
right.
I'm ready.
Very well. Repeat after me. I, Party Hardy,
I, Party Hardy,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I am duly qualified to accept this position
that I am duly qualified to accept this position
as laid out in both the legislation and constitution
as laid out in both the legislation and the Constitution
of both the state of San Andreas and the county I've been elected to serve.
of both the state of San Andreas and the county I've been elected to serve.
I shall act as a representative of the people
I shall act as a representative of the people
who have democratically chosen to elect me.
who have democratically chosen to elect me.
I shall equally, fairly, and impartially
I shall equally, fairly, and impartially
to the best of my ability
to the best of my ability,
and skill, exercise the trust
skill.
reposed in me,
exercise the trust imposed upon me,
and will use my best endeavor to preserve the peace
and will use my best endeavor to preserve the peace
and carry into effect according to law
and carry into effect according to law
the purposes for which I have been elected.
the purposes for which I have been elected.
In taking this oath, I pledge my loyalty to the citizens of San Andreas.
In taking this oath, I pledge my loyalty to the citizens of San Andreas,
And I shall perform my duties to the best of my ability.
and I shall perform my duties to the best of my ability.
So help me, insert deity here. You can pick.
Insert the clown gods and all the gods of the realms, party anarchy style.
Congratulations.
This
You've been
guy's the
sworn in.
mayor.
All right. You ready, Finley?
Yeah, makes sense for Blaine County.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Do you
Not
want
my
to swear in on
problem.
anything in particular? Or
Not our jurisdiction.
I brought my pink Bible today.
perfect. The pink Bible. I like it. Is your legal name Finley Schmidt, right?
Finley Michael Ashton Schmidt. Yep, Finley Schmidt.
We'll just do Finley
Who is
Schmidt
this
for
person? Who is
simplicity.
Finley Schmidt?
Okay.
Oh wait, fucking
repeat
is there
after
cards
me.
today?
I, Finley Schmidt,
I, Finley Schmidt,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I am duly qualified to accept this position
that I am duly qualified to accept this position
as laid out in both the legislation
it's been
and
4 minutes.
constitution
as laid out in both the legislation and constitution
of both the state of San Andreas and the county I have been elected to serve.
in both the state of San Andreas and the county that I have been elected to serve.
I shall act as a representative of the people
I shall act as a representative of the people
who have democratically chosen to elect me.
who have democratically chosen to elect me.
I shall equally, fairly, and impartially,
I shall equally, fairly, and impartially,
to the best of my ability and skill,
to the best of my ability and skill,
exercise the trust reposed in me,
I believe it's the most recent.
exercise the trust imposed in me,
and will use my best endeavor to preserve the peace
and will use my best endeavors to preserve the peace
and carry into effect according to law
and carry into effect according to law
the purposes for which I
many
have been
votes you got?
elected.
Oh,
the purposes as to which I have been elected.
I missed
In
everything.
taking this oath, I pledge my loyalty to the citizens
I
of San
switched to
Andreas.
Sean and I couldn't hear anything.
In taking the South and pledging my sorry, what was the word? Sorry.
I pledge my loyalty to the citizens of San Andreas,
I pledge my loyalty to the citizen of San Andreas,
and I shall perform my duties to the best of my ability.
and I shall perform my duties to the best of my ability.
So help me, insert deity here.
So can I say my mother?
Yeah, you see whoever you want.
So help me, the Schmidt family, and my mother.
All right, congratulations. You've been sworn in.
Thank you so much.
All right. All right. So, let's do a little mayoral crash course to get you guys ready. I mean, I can't possibly prepare you for your job, but what I can do is I can give you the needs to knows so that you can do the best that you can to succeed. So, let's start off with the simple stuff. I'm going to get you guys keys to your respective offices. Party, you're going to be up in Blaine County, obviously, at the sheriff's office. I can show you around the office personally if you'd like to. There is a office in the back that is dedicated for the Blaine County mayor. And then for Finley, obviously, you've got pretty much the 4th floor of City Hall is pretty much all yours.
Okay.
I can't think of anything else up here that is for the DJ. We mainly have like the other floors stuff. So in your office is going to be a laptop for both of you to have access to, which has control to sliders. Now, I'm not going to tell you what to do with these, obviously. That's totally up to you, however you want to do it. You want to tax the hell out of people, go for it. You want to make shit free, I don't know. It's your sliders. You do what you want with them. You're the mayors of your county, okay? It's up to you.
Okay.
Just keep in mind, though, that they do have some pretty serious consequences based off of where you move and what you do with them. So it's pretty important to read the instructions carefully before you mess with something
21st.
because you might do something that
Feb
you regret
to
doing later. It's part of
2021,
balancing
the
your
5th,
budgets
5th
and
of
all
February
that.
2021, 66
When you guys are signed on
votes.
as mayors, you'll be able to see your respective counties'
2021
budgets.
April
You
the 8th.
guys both have specific provisions
15
and
votes.
legislation that covers
Such a
how you
horrible
guys can
fucking
use your
format.
funds. So I would encourage
5th
you
of November
to spend some
2021,
time
22
going
votes.
through your
4th of
respective counties'
January
legislation to read
2023,
up on what
106 votes.
the laws are that are governing
4th
you.
of June
So
2023,
obviously,
108 votes. 7th
you guys
of
are the
January
mayors
20,
of your county. You may not necessarily understand what that means,
24,
but
28
basically what it
votes.
boils down to is you guys can kind of think of yourself as governors for your respective jurisdiction, so to speak. And you
posted
can
in
see
chat, I think.
your jurisdictions written out in the Constitution. Now, you guys have full control over the public services, the local laws for your specific areas, and pretty much all the local services and
Rue lost by like
anything that would
20
be
votes.
pertaining to a specific county.
25
The
votes.
Department
That's
of
so
Justice
upsetting.
stands here as a statewide authority that oversees essentially criminal law and criminal enforcement and mechanisms like that.
They read out the
And then you have
judge
SAMA, who are responsible for medical
numbers.
law. So you guys need to make sure that you're not, stepping into SAMA's territory or DOJ territory by encroaching under constitutional grounds. So to do that, I would encourage you to read the Constitution of the State of San Andreas, because it clearly defines what each department's and which specific legislative authorities sections are for. Now, to make legislation, there is a legislative proposal document that you can refer to. It's very simple and easy to do. There is a process that you guys will have to go through. It's essentially whenever you want to repeal something or you want to put something forward, you'll have to essentially formally initialize your intent to do so in the City Hall section of the government website. You can refer to previous people that have done so to have an idea of how it looks. And you do have to follow a specific format whenever you're proposing new legislation. That format is pretty simple. It essentially comes down to you have to describe a little bit about what this legislation is and why. The most important section is you have to describe why what you're doing is constitutionally sound. Every single legislative action that you ever take has to fall in line with the rights that civilians are afforded, and they are given in the Constitution of the State of San Andreas. You guys have any questions about that?
No, I do not.
Not at this time.
Okay, all right. If you have any questions, you can always give me a call. You're always more than welcome to just hit me up, and I can help you out. So legislation is pretty much your main tool of putting into effect and making laws and repealing laws and moving things around to leave your mark. Essentially, you guys will be
is
bound
mayor of the
in
North.
some degrees to legislation that's already passed. You might want to take an
Finley
action or you
Smith
might want to do
is
something only to
mayor
find
of
out
the
that
South.
you can't technically do that because there's some legislation that would bind you.
It sounded like they
So if
voted
you wish
against the
to
housing
repeal
bill.
that, or you wish to replace it or do something new, legislative action is how you would enact that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Legislative action also
And
enables
then
you
all the
to
people
do
who
things.
ran for
So
judge
say, for
got
example, you wanted
elected.
to make the party hardy party funds. You would want to have some sort of legislation enabling you to do that, whether it be Blaine County funding laws or just something enabling you and allowing you to engage in these activities. It doesn't necessarily have to be strictly laid out in law, but you want there to be legal backing for the actions that you're taking that are not like strictly executive. I know the way I'm describing it might be a bit confusing. Again, I'm more than happy to explain it to you if you ever have any questions or you're confused about that.
Is that a good thing all in all? The housing thing's fucking absurd.
Okay, I would be very careful with
the fact that people actually had an opportunity.
Be very careful with the state
Sorry,
accounts. You
Brian.
don't want to end up like Charles Danger. That
Oh.
guy. Basically, like just
I'm
think twice on what you're doing with the state accounts. The state account is specifically is not
passed?
something that you guys have access to. You have your own
I saw a bunch
specific
of people
accounts. You have the Los
saying
Santos County
who voted
account,
no.
and then party you have
So I
the
don't
Blaine
know if
County
that-
account.
I
Those
don't.
are your
I genuinely
respective
don't know. I
budgets.
need you guys to tell me
Party,
because I couldn't hear
DOJ
anything.
will be paying you basically weekly based off of some specific funds that you guys use with the DOC and whatnot. So we'll go over that personally. I'll talk to you about what numbers you need to give us so we can reimburse you for that. I don't believe there's anything with LS County that we have to do so with that, but all that stuff's up to you guys in your wheelhouse. And there's one more important thing that you guys need to know,
Okay.
and that is statewide laws. So essentially, think about it like this: you guys are your own mini, governors, for lack of a better word, for your specific counties, and that you control your local laws, you can control your local, projects, programs, whatever. If you two wish to come together and you wish to make something statewide, you have the ability to do so. You two mayors can come together, agree on legislation, and make it statewide legislation. And you can do effectively anything as long as it doesn't step on the toes or the remit of any other organization. So as long as you're not, telling Sama that they have to dress or do a specific thing, or you're not, legislating the doctors have to perform a specific way, or you're not legislating the judges have to do a specific thing, or you're basically staying within your remit. The sky is kind of the limit on what you can do with a statewide law. You just have to make sure you're staying in your lane, because there are some things that if you try to push forward, you might run into a wall of not technically being allowed to do that. Does that make sense?
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now these little intricate, details and interactions
passed?
and
Oh, thank
whatnot, they
God.
might
Oh,
sound
thank
scary
God.
at first, but they're really not. If you guys ever have any questions, like I said, you always feel free to reach out to me. And I'd also encourage you to reach out to the previous mayors if you ever wanted some advice on how specific functions might look, because the previous cabinets do probably have a lot of specific programs or documents in place that could help you moving forward. So would recommend that you at least touch base with them and see if they might have anything left over to give you to carry over from their previous tenures. Or you can say fuck it. Whatever. It's you're the mayors. You can do whatever you want.
Thank
on
you,
that.
thank you.
So-
Yeah, no, I genuinely, I just because
questions?
of scuff, I couldn't hear anything.
That makes
yes.
sense. Oh,
Yes. So tomorrow Dawn was actually going to go over everything with me,
Yeah.
like with
Oh,
her
yeah, same.
experience. So is it okay if she like keeps her stuff, her keys, I guess? I don't know
Yeah,
what you
she
would take
asked
from
me.
her.
She asked me, and I said that as long as you're okay with it, it's totally fine
Yeah,
to let
I'm
her
okay with
help
it.
you with that. It's not a problem.
What?
So,
The... Hello, everyone.
hi.
same with Denzel. Denzel said that he was gonna show me tomorrow.
Okay. Well, then what we'll
Yeah.
do then is we'll leave it in their hands. You two just tell me when you're ready for me to do the full offboarding for them, and I'll do that. Okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
All right. So the MDTs and your mayoral cabinets, you guys need to let us know who your mayoral staff are. Not necessarily so we can tell you who you can't have, because you can have anyone as long as they don't have a violent felony. I think the legislation says. I had to double check that, but more so because we have to give them tags. So in the MDT, there's going to be some specific categories that you guys both have access to, which is Blaine County documents and Los Angeles County documents, and then there's a combined one. If you guys want to like make legislation, see all the previous work the other mayors have done, have access to all of those, I need to give them tags. And the only way I can give them tags is if you let me know so I can hire them on. So pretty much any justice can do it. Falconer, Danielson, you'll never catch Crane, but I guess technically he could do it. And I guess Norman would be able to do it too. But any justice can help
Boy.
you on board. It's not a problem. You can always just email us, reach out to us, and it's not a big deal. Okay.
Okay.
Yep,
Perfect.
yep.
Got
All
it.
right. Well, that was a really big crash course. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's still so much more that I'd like to tell you, but I'm not going to in the interest of time. We like to do legislative meetings every Monday, was what worked best for the previous legislative authorities. It's always a good idea just to get everyone together on the same page so we can have Sama, both mayors, and the DOJ in one room talking about the laws and how things are going, and touching base and all that good stuff. If you guys want to continue that trend, we can continue to do it on Mondays. If you don't, then more power to you, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Finley and I will talk about it. Finley and I were having conversations before we got
Mhm.
elected about working together, so I'm sure we'll figure stuff out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll continue hosting them, and if you choose to show up, then so be it. And if not, then that's totally fine. It's your choice.
Thank you.
Okay. So again, just the final reminder and the urge that I would give you: please read through your respective counties' legislations. You can go into legislation and filter by your specific county. And I would also encourage you to read the statewide legislation, because those are both pacts that your counties are currently engaged with and agree to with each other. So that is oh, that reminds me actually. Statewide laws and repealing things. if you wish to withdraw from these pacts or these legislations, you can do so. You just have to essentially announce your intent to withdraw from it. And after a 3-day contest period is passed, it will be done, and it will go back to being a one county only law. So if there's something in statewide laws that you don't like, you don't want to be part of, that's that. Final thing. If it says state legislation, that basically means that it cannot be amended or modified without the approval of the state of San Andreas,
You have any snacks?
like legislators, for lack of a better term.
No.
So it's not that it can't
Nothing.
be modified. It's
No,
just that
I
to
ain't got-
modify
I
it,
got
you have
nothing
to
left.
speak
What,
with
you
them
ain't
first, if that
Marvin?
makes sense.
Okay.
So the
okay.
Constitution is something that basically cannot change. It's something that will only ever really change with the approval of the governor. The state marshal's legislation, again, is also one that has that tag. And there's one other one that I don't remember off the top of my head. I think it's the Chief Justice powers legislation. But they're not impossible to change. It just basically requires a sign off from the state to do so. And that's pretty much it. That's your crash course. So
Got it.
ever have any questions, always feel free to reach out. Ooh, there's also going to be a shared channel in the government Discordia that you guys will have access to. It'll only be the mayors and myself and representatives from the state and important people that when they be able to see these communications, Sama. So we can always communicate there if you want to.
That's freaking epic.
Freaking epic style, freaking awesome size.
Radical.
Now, I want to be clear, there's a lot of specific intricacies I haven't got into yet, like legislative contests and your legislative authority and all that stuff. I'm not going to get into all that stuff. I would just encourage you to read up on it and we can talk about it later. That stuff is important to note, though. If you have issue with something that another legislative authority is doing, you do have the ability to bring forward contests and essentially engage in a litigated process surrounding that. Okay?
Got it.
Okay.
I will definitely ask questions in the future, but this has been
Yeah.
a good crash course.
It's a lot, and I want to be very clear. There's by no means have I gone through even like half of everything that you probably need to know. But I'm not going to sit here and word vomit at you because you're not going to remember most of it if I do. So, well, with that being said, that's all I had for the crash course. You guys have any questions for me before we call that good?
Not at this time.
Oh my
Not at
God,
this
Nino's
time.
calling
Probably.
me.
Oh.
Hi, Nino. Oh, well, this is a good time. You can come grab her right now. You could, yeah. I think you can. Finley, what's your state ID?
13193.
Got it.
What's my state ID?
Yeah, go ahead and see if you can just do it over the tab. Because that would be nice.
1336.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Her state ID is 13193.
Oh, does anyone have $1 on them?
Yes, she
I
does.
do.
She's asking for $1.
Oh wait.
Anyone?
No.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
No,
'cause-
here.
Someone
come
has
here.
surely has someone has $1
Oh,
for her.
I got it.
You got it? Right.
Oh.
Is that the only one, Nina?
Oh wait, it says that. Okay, I think he needs to pay for them before giving them to me.
Oh, apparently there's some outstanding fees on them, Nino.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
I
can't
got-
accept it. So then,
Dang, who gave me $10? Thank you.
sure. All right, I'll just text her her phone number then. Okay. All right. Bye bye.
I have his phone number.
Oh, we'll give him a call then. See, basically, he has some of the previous Los Angeles County's property that he needs to send to you. So,
State ID?
Oh, 13.
2654.
Oh, sorry.
Say it again, buddy.
2654. One last time, it is 2654.
Is this his phone number? Oh, hey, hey. Oh, I was about to say, hey, Finley. Hey, Nino.
Okay. All right. Well, that's pretty much it for the most important stuff. Party.
Yes.
Good. Best of luck. You and I actually do want to go over some of the couple sliders. Essentially, there's some weekly maintenance that you guys are going to pay out. You're gonna have to pay out that we will cover and pay for.
Got
So
it.
like, it's like judge pay,
sounds good. Thank
DOC, like spend. I don't remember what they're specifically called. Like
I'll
Danielson
send-
might know or Falconer. I don't remember what they are, but
Yep, yeah.
but we'll go over those numbers with you and
Okay.
just remind you and figure out what we're gonna
Oh,
cover,
I was
just so you guys
just
are not
gonna
bleeding
say,
because there's some things that are DOJ
Listen, you might have
responsibility.
not been around lately,
It's kind of
but
awkward how it works,
you
so we have to
and
manage it.
Azel very motivated me to
I understand.
become a
Honestly,
better
you
person,
are giving way more info
better
than
person.
any
yeah.
swearing I've ever
I
been
just wanted
to.
say thanks
Well,
for
I'm trying not
letting
to
me work
overload
with you
you with
in the past
information. I'm
and
sorry.
giving me strength.
No, you're perfectly
You've done
fine. I'm
really good.
actually complimenting because before it's been very brief.
What do you mean it's in
Also,
It's been brief as in like I've been when they've sworn in and then it's just like, all right, here's here's the tools.
Oh, and that's it.
Thank you.
There's like a little bit
much.
more, but
You and
I've never
also
seen it this
my father
extensive.
has
I want
motivated me,
you
so I
guys.
just
Well,
wanna
it's
say
one of the
thank
things
you
I
so
promised
much.
when I ran for Chief Justice is that I'd make sure that new mayors that were coming in were set up to succeed, that they knew how to engage the legislation,
Okay,
that
I
they
will
knew what their
definitely be
powers
in
are.
contact.
A lot of people just felt like they didn't have
Alright,
that. So
sounds good. Thank you, Nino.
also
I
in regards
appreciate
to
that.
the Blaine County sliders, I don't know if this is still the case, but it used to be that if you touched the lumber sliders, it would break lumber. So double
I
check
have
with
heard
Dawn in
that.
case you change that.
yeah, I would ask. You guys should definitely ask them about their specific slider stuff because there's a lot of nonsense that goes along with them. And I
Right.
really couldn't tell you like all the specific. Like there might be some.
I genuinely thought
small
Toto
little
was gonna
fuck
win.
you in the ass energy that some of those sliders put out if you mess with it. So just ask them. They know better than we do. So
Okay, perfect. I will talk to them.
would hate for you guys to touch a slider and then the city explodes or something. You know. So. But fuck
That
it,
would be
do it.
really
Hey,
bad.
fuck it. That's what Party Anarchy would do. He would take that slider. He'd crank it up.
Party
Blow the whole
Anarchy
city.
says this is my last day in the city.
I don't think that would happen, but
Well,
yeah. So did we get some keys already, Danielson?
Yeah, I'm working on party
You want
settings
it?
right now.
Perfect. All right, we'll get that taken
yippee!
care of for you. That's it though. If you guys have any questions, feel free. Otherwise, go check out your new offices. You know, your new landscape. Get the lay of the land.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
My God.
Guys, we did it, we
Yes.
did it, we did it! Oh my gosh, we did it! Thank you, guys.
Oh my God.
For you guys that are incoming mayors, if you guys have cabinet members, you can always send it my way because I'll document it all proper and everything and make sure they have all the tags they need to have.
Okay.
Everybody from the past should be removed. So if some people say they still have keys, they don't.
Oh, okay. Interesting. Alrighty. I could get you like a clean list in like the next few days. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's go see the offices.
Guys.
All right.
Guys. What the
Wow.
Can we like group hug it out? Can we
Uh,
group hug it?
Party. Do you want to go up to Blaine County and talk about your
I'm so
your-
sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Well, I guess.
I love you
I
guys.
can stay here with the judges to do the onboarding.
Thank you.
Or do you want to stay here? What do you want to do?
Now?
I just met you, and this is
Guys.
crazy. You're the
I'm just
mayor.
gonna show him around and show him
I-
the
yeah,
office
we
and
are the
sliders and all that
mayor.
stuff.
Oh, please don't
We
text
got
me,
a vote
maybe.
and we are the mayor. Thank you guys.
Well, I'll leave
Thank
you
you,
to then. What
guys.
you two would like
Guys,
to get set up to
We
do
have
their,
a city to fix,
uh,
okay?
Actually, I'll do that.
We're gonna make this place amazing. I'm so proud of you.
I'm out with the mayor. I'm the new mayor.
You can go check it out on your own. Okay?
Finley
We'll
Schmidt
head it up
won.
together later.
I
Okay?
swear, man, I'm gonna show them the parking spot out front.
Hey, Nino.
Okay. Here's my number, party. 420.
Hey, Finley, come with me real quick, party.
Perfect. Do you have
I
my
got
number,
one of
Finley?
them. And sorry, what was that?
Do you have my number?
Oh yeah, I do.
Perfect.
Thank you guys.
Are you mistaken for a Babylonian
I
Babylonian
just
judge?
Live here now. Do we get like a room in here?
Do you want to do it?
I'm sleeping here.
We need bunk beds.
I'm gonna sleep on this table.
Are we
Okay,
doing
what
it downstairs?
Yeah, let's go
We're in here.
downstairs. We'll do it. Come on, guys, let's go.
Oh.
If not, in the next 3 minutes, it's gonna be really funny.
and then
Come along, Frost.
come down to
We
the
got some
marshal's
food
office
for
and
you.
someone will be able to grab it for you.
Bye.
Okay.
In fact, you can have Miss Munchkin's sushi tacos. There you go.
Oh, okay. Is there meat in the?
Sushi.
But sushi has
It's
meat
fish.
sometimes?
No, it's
Okay,
fish.
well,
It's fish is not meat. It's different.
that's not-
Otherwise, pescatarians wouldn't be a thing.
I appreciate that, Miss Angel.
About it, right?
Please back.
Oh, you don't eat meat?
No, I'm vegan.
Well, you're gonna die.
Yep.
Is it allowed?
Those are not vegan either. Those are fried in.
Can fish be halal?
Yeah, I don't.
Vegetable oil they were fried in.
Nope, it's
Good
definitely
question.
not. I would go double check with the Takasiya people about it actually being vegan before eating it. Because churros are traditionally fried in lard, I'm pretty sure.
Yes, they are, and often they have like cream and stuff inside of them.
Fish, yeah,
Oh,
no,
yeah.
I know fish is
Delicious.
halal, but it's always worth
Sure.
asking, especially when it comes to like frying and stuff, because people could use like
Let's go party! Woo!
animal fat or
Skip.
beef or chicken or whatever that shouldn't be using. It needs to have the scales on it? Okay, I didn't know that.
I cut line. What the heck?
Hey, we're not going to ask that any strenuous questions, right?
What's
We're not-
PC?
What's PC? Probable
The-
cause, you donkey. What do you mean?
Personal
Hey,
computer.
Define it.
that's your boss. You can't talk to him
Oh,
like
yeah,
that,
I'm
boss.
sorry. I'm sorry, Justice.
Define it then.
Define probable cause.
Yeah, sure.
The logical belief supported by facts and circumstances that a crime has been, is being, or will be committed. And you want to know what you can do with that, Justice?
Not really. Well, not cops.
Grounds to arrest and or search. That's right.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was so impressive.
Mm-hmm.
That was awesome.
Yeah, what can I say? No, I used to be the sheriff, right?
You did?
Yeah, that's right.
What? That's crazy. All right. Well, nice to meet these new faces. Obviously, I'm very familiar with Frost. Mr. Malone, Miss Zoe, I don't really think we've had the pleasure of meeting before, so it's nice to meet you.
Unless.
Nice to meet you. I think we're tangentially related.
How so?
Bass is my grandfather, or was.
Oh, that's fun.
I don't think we're related much.
Yeah, I don't
I think
we're
we're related.
What's that?
Well, this is my son.
Yep.
Yeah. So no nepotism here, though. I'm going to be harder on him, honestly, than anyone else. So, well, team, congratulations on winning your judicial election. My name is Chief Justice Bernie Angel. I am the big head honcho in the DOJ. You can think of me as the Grim Reaper. I will show up and cut your head off with the scythe, metaphorically, if you make a lot of mistakes and you do stupid things. But that's not the attitude that we like to typically have. We like to encourage you guys to do your best and to join the team and to be forthcoming and forthgoing and have a lot of energy and to put out your all into all the work that you do. I'm actually really nice. I promise I won't kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Just
Hey, you
checking
see
my
this?
will.
What? See what?
I already bought my own gavel.
Oh, you bought a gavel. That's really cool. Okay, that's what is that? You get that from the Acme
Did you buy it
Corporation?
from Party?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think
what
this.
the-
Yeah, I want to use that
That's
one.
so
mate.
cool. Hold on, where'd you get that?
Yeah, that's right.
That's really cool. That's awesome. You're gonna need to get some else for the rest of the class, actually. I'm sure Sean and Zoe would love to have one too.
Can you install new sounds on it? Can I do like the
Nah, it's
quest
just the
giving
sound it
sound?
makes.
A quest giving sound would be good.
Did you get that from your vault, Frost?
Nah, I got my best in slot neck from La Aura. Two sockets, you know what I'm saying?
What the
Um,
fuck are you on about?
Hey, it's a video game. My son is a nerd, unfortunately. So I tried very hard to get him into sports growing up, but he just would rather play World of Warcrafts and
Wait, what's
other
your
video
name?
games. And
Shawn Malone, fella.
Yeah, you wouldn't know about good vaults.
Yeah, I think fucking famous me.
well, I am gonna be honest with you guys. There's a lot of words that we're gonna be saying towards you here, and I want to make sure we do this in a way that you guys actually kind of retain the information. We're gonna be onboarding you and getting ready for your life as a judge in the Department of Justice. Welcome to prison. Oh, good one, good one. Are you taking notes, Sean?
Yeah.
That's good. Well, I'm gonna have Falconer do this because I just spent the last hour talking, and I wanted to give my voice a little break. So Falconer's gonna take over.
Oh, thank God.
All right.
What's that supposed to mean for us?
I just want you to rest easy.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Let's all test your guys' reading comprehension. You all have an MDT, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, take it out. Frost. There you go. Go to reports and type in oaths.
Nothing.
Not there. State announcements 14033.
I've got a geezer.
Oh,
Are you
government
British?
officials.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place?
Favorite place?
Yeah, in London, yeah.
Well, I'm from East and West Ham. I love the hammers. I've been blowing bubbles, really bubbles.
All right,
Good
and
brand of bed.
Frost, calm down. Whoever wants to go first, go with the judicial oath, and then who wants to go next, and then whoever goes last.
Okay. Do you want me to replace full name with my name, or do you want me to play?
Well,
do you want me to say
well-
full name?
We're testing your reading comprehension, you know? How well can you read your evidence and come to a conclusion on what you should do?
Pass.
Okay, Frost, you're up.
Where you want me to go?
Yep. Swear your oath.
I, former back-to-back Sheriff Arnold Frost, do solemnly swear that I will uphold and preserve the Constitution of San Andreas and the law. That I will conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of my abilities discharge my duties as a judge and do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. I shall act as a bulwark against tyranny, as an arbiter of justice, and as a check and a balance to protect the rights of the citizens of the San Andreas. In taking this oath, I pledge my loyalty to the citizens of San Andreas, and I shall perform my duties to the best of my ability, so help me God. Bangs gavel.
Oh, good
All right,
one.
perfect. Sean?
Well, I, Shawn Malone, do solemnly swear that I will uphold and preserve the Constitution of San Andreas and the law. That I will conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of my ability, discharge my duties as a Barnaby and do right to all manner of people without fear or favour, affection, or ill will. I shall act as a bulwark against tyranny, as an arbiter of justice, and a check and a balance to protect the rights of the citizens of San Andreas. In taking this oath, I pledge my loyalty to the citizens of San Andreas, and I shall perform my duties to the best of my ability, so help me Allah.
All right, perfect. Zoe?
Yeah. Below are the oaths of all government. Do I have to read the whole thing, like all 7 paragraphs, or just
You
mine?
can read the judicial oath because that's the only position you want.
Okay, dear God, thank you. I, Zoe Hannah May Nee Zaleski, do solemnly swear that I will uphold and preserve the Constitution of San Andreas and the law, that I will conscientiously, impartially, and to the best of my ability discharge the duties as a judge and do right to all manner of people without fear or favor, affection, or ill will. I shall act as a bulwark against tyranny, as an arbiter of justice, and as a check and balance to protect the rights of the citizens of San Andreas. In taking this oath, I pledge my loyalty to the citizens of San Andreas, and I shall perform my duties to the best of my ability. So help me, Nikita.
All right. Perfect. Thank you, Frost.
Hey, can I just ask you?
I...
Sorry.
Yeah. No, go ahead.
I'm just really intrigued what his favorite baked bean brand is.
Heinz.
Oh, Heinz. Okay, okay.
There's no fucking other one. Yeah, another one
yeah,
that's
yeah,
just
no, that
knock
was
off
yeah,
on.
no. Good
Well, it could be
answer, fair enough.
Branston.
Yeah.
Yeah, Branston's still second best.
Okay, you guys are judges. Who doesn't know what a judge does? All right, perfect. We're already on a good start. As judges, as new judges, if you have questions on stuff you don't know, please ask, because if you do something that is fucking dumb and you didn't ask before, well, that's just not good.
What does barred mean?
Like you're not allowed to go somewhere? Like you're barred from somewhere?
No,
Or
like the
barb.
acronym.
How do you not know what that means?
I just
Ooh, I know this one.
Oh, like the D&D class? Like which version of the word are you using?
the acronym.
Oh, beyond a reasonable doubt.
Yeah, what's that?
It's the evidentiary burden and standard that a prosecution needs to meet in a criminal case. It's I'd also say probably, well,
New
trying to
cards. I'll
describe
have
a
to have a look
percentage
in a
is not
second.
necessarily the best, but you know, you need to be left with no, you know, when you come to your conclusion, you need to be firm in that, and if there are other options, you need to either, if there are other options and you deem them reasonable, you find them not guilty. If you find them unreasonable, then, well,
Amazing
they're
job,
guilty.
top left.
Thank you, Justice.
Fine.
Welcome.
Fine. Very quickly do this.
I've given you
Ooh,
guys tags
girl!
in MDT. If you guys go to report
King Ryan?
19717, you might need
Fuck
to reset your
yes!
MDT to see it. This is a judicial handbook. This is like our SOPs, our standards, what is expected of you. There is a lot of reading involved. But you guys signed up to be. Yeah.
We gotta use the external one. That one's updated.
Ah, okay.
Sorry, Geezy. You mind reading it out to me again? The number.
This is not bad to
1971.
reference. It has a lot of core information, but the external one has like super in depth on everything.
I don't see it.
197 what?
717. Try resetting
not-
your MDT because your tags may have not refreshed.
Yeah, that's why I was delayed on the number.
Yeah, I did.
Sean, can you talk them through the way they sort the tags and stuff?
Yeah.
So I thought you meant me for a minute there, Geezer.
Let me.
That is going to get awkward if you're both in the same room.
This is such a good card as well. This looks so good. This looks so good. I need to message Mick. Jaina Pierce, good shit. I fucking, this is great.
Your email tags?
This is great.
Yeah, I've done the MDT ones and done the email ones right
Gasmalu's
now.
a fucking brilliant one.
I no have access to MDT stuff.
Ali Queenie, yeah, that's been a
No,
long
I've
time
reset
coming.
mine
That's been a long
twice.
time coming.
It's reset MDT on my MDT, correct?
Love more.
Yeah.
Fuck
Oh,
yeah.
it didn't save. Okay.
Absolute
Sorry.
fucking mega man.
No, it's not your fault.
Look at that
Mine, I guess.
size. DJ Leo Hayes, yeah. No, not a bad one. Not a bad one. Actually, this is a really
There's
fucking
a
good
judge
week.
At the top right, and you should be
And Nathan Warren, fuck yeah.
Frost, are you good?
Is this like
Am I good? Yeah, I'm great. Are
1,
you?
2, 3, 4 of
No, I
them?
mean, like,
Why are you on
Yeah,
your
I got
phone,
it.
Frost? Why are
Because
on
you
your
keep
phone?
texting me.
I mean,
No, I told you that I'm trying to listen and you're
I got that.
distracting me.
That's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous assertion.
4
Right,
of them
point.
for fucking.
Thank you,
Well, you don't
Mr.
get to assign them
Finn?
out, so
No, I'm gonna get you that point. Yeah, my MDT is all good, thanks.
Alright, you should be all good now.
That was 197. I see it.
Mhm.
Is Magistrate defunct, or is that what we
Yes.
are?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for you guys to get like your email tags, and then you'll have access to the actual handbook.
Okie dokie.
But this has like a lot of core information in it still.
Yeah, I imagine the core information doesn't change.
I'm just in a meeting. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Walk was last week.
I
How
think I
cars
need
was
to get
great.
offboarded because I've got like a few guns and shit. Or 3 guns to be precise.
Zoe, your state ID is 2382.
Uh-huh.
hi.
And then Malone, yours is 1332.
Pretty good. How you doing?
Oh no. 1336.
Sick.
Yeah, 1336, fella.
You are
Alright.
so British, Malone.
Alright, I'm just giving you all keys. You once we're done here, you can go sign in downstairs. When you're signed in, that means you're available. If you're not
Alright.
available, don't be signed in. Same as loyal. The judge position gives you keys to all the doors here. You also have keys to the PDs in the prison, but don't just be going around using those. You know, if you're meant to be there, you can use them, but you know, you're in their house at that point, so ask their permission. We don't have keys to the hospital, even though it might feel like you do. When you go to a bank, you'll be able to see the DOJ account and a few other accounts. You can see them, don't touch. You don't have access. Daniel Stenham, I know there's other stuff to say. I'm just not sure what.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just trying to get the mayor's tags, and then I can take over.
Okay. Take things. You don't have to take things slow, but just don't, dive in feet first into a fucking murder case or whatever, and just your first trial. Look out for bench trials. Look out for easy search warrant subpoenas that you can cut your teeth on. Work up gradually, and you guys should be able to get into the swing of things pretty easily.
Okay.
Don't go sipping tea in reports. We have access to them for our job. It's not a gossip column. It's not Twitter. You lost access to them because people were doing that in the past. So, let's hope you guys aren't the reason if it were to happen again.
I imagine if we're supposed to have access for the duties of our job, then we would have access. Otherwise, there's no reason to look at anything.
Yeah.
pull this up really quick.
I was about to have a look at that, Sabina.
Did you already talk about confliction?
Not yet.
That's just bullshit, man.
Yeah, basically.
On God, I can never be conflicted.
Well, there's,
That must
be
there's,
nice.
there's,
There's
a
actually
few
one case.
scenarios.
I'm sure I'll get conflicted all the
Okay,
fucking
is that-
time.
So
Yeah.
you would be conflicted if you're a witness to the event. Obviously, you can't take the case, whether that be spiritually or physically. You're a witness to the event, so you can't take the case. I don't think any of you guys are married, so you don't really need to worry about that.
I am.
I am.
I want to be.
Is your
Well, in
wife
the-
in
Are
San
you legally
Andreas?
married in the state?
Yeah, my wife, yeah.
Oh.
Nikki Khan. That's right.
That was legal?
Yeah, she's.
That they're two separate things, Ross.
Oh yeah, we're married.
My wife, yeah, we ain't been legally married yet, but she has popped up once or twice.
All right.
My wife's addicted to VR chat, so I'll probably never see her.
W addiction.
It's a plague.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find you guys so I can send you the updated handbook.
Roman,
You see Roman?
is he in here?
No.
Ah, fuck. Alright.
What
Oh,
is
looking at
what is
Sabina that
the-
he's looking at.
what is the social stigma on being like, I see another like if there's a bench trial and the judge takes it, is it okay if
Come
I'm
along.
like, hey, okay, thank you.
Yeah, nobody
know-
should care, and if they do care, that's a problem, and you let me know.
There
But
have been okay,
everybody is
understood.
always happy to.
We'll smite them
take people
down
on.
where they stand.
Yeah, because it's an important part for learning, and if a judge is like, no, don't jump on this, then there's no
Well, I
good reason
imagine-
for it.
Excuse the language because I've been a cop for a long time. But I assume that they would just be primary, and I'd be sitting there like, hey, what's up? Thumbs up emoji, sparkle emoji.
More than
Depends.
likely, when you're new, they'll probably have you do the procedural stuff.
Okay, that's yes.
If
I kind of want training wheels.
if anyone's interested in some
Thank you.
training wheels type stuff, this Saturday at 9 a.m. we are doing a mock trial. It will be a mock bench trial, so it'll be a nice low stakes thing if you want to come.
I should definitely go to that, by the way.
And there might be a case where
Go to
because
what?
the mock trial on Saturday.
At the mock trial.
There might also be a case of like you take a bench trial that may seem fine on the face of it, but then when you get into it, it's like maybe a bit too much. I had to do that for Steven Seagal the other day. I had to step in as a dehumidifier. Because he took something that he thought was going to be a funny SBS case, and then it was Craig Barrett arguing disobeying a peace officer with Bailey Harvey and Samantha Sandals behind him.
I know nothing about that.
Yeah.
I don't know any of those people.
I've sent all you guys the current handbook. Sean, you might want to sit down because it's gonna be a lot of yapping. Oh, I gotta update this section. God dang it.
I mean, I wasn't going to go through all of it, but just,
Well,
briefly.
basically, yeah, but it still takes a long time because there's a lot of stuff to go briefly over.
That's only 43 pages.
Someone went through and added a bunch of zeros.
You guys want to go downstairs and get signed in so
I
you're
saw
getting
that.
paid?
I need to go
What
and
the-
offboard real quick. Is that okay?
I'll let you
Drop
get
all my
paid.
guns off and stuff.
Hopefully it's quick.
Yeah, it will be quick.
Good idea. Where's he going?
All right, lad. Hold on.
That was
Did you
weird.
just
Why are you
give me
looking at
a-
him like that?
What's that mean?
Why are you looking at him like that?
You're being very weird.
Please stop. Please dip your finger in the cup.
Why is I going to dip my finger in the cup?
Because there's a cup here to dip your finger in.
Is this Rossler?
That's the
No.
newest justice.
Judge.
Oh.
Mr.
Judge.
Barnaby.
Sorry.
It's Barnaby. It's Barnaby. Sherry.
No, I am a Barnaby.
Oh,
He's a Barnaby.
I told you, all the men,
He's
all
a
men sound
wallaby.
same.
Yeah.
Barnaby
They
Ranch,
all
I'm a
sound the
judge.
same. Barnaby
Well,
Ranch.
congratulations.
Cheers, it is.
Sorry, I'm not gonna hug the cup. I'm so sorry. There we go.
Why?
I
You
can
have to
wait.
come inside.
Okay. Well, congratulations, Judge.
I have
Oh, thank you.
onboarding 3 judges.
Yeah,
Hello.
Judge, all the new judges.
You
Thank you,
judge
on
too?
Eve. Mm-hmm.
What's your name? Batty.
Zoe. Zoe.
Just call
Zoe.
her- Okay, the first
Batty.
question Sherry's gonna ask you
Find the
is
judge
very
side of the mug.
inappropriate, so ask it.
Yeah.
Judge.
Oh, okay.
Signed in as
Just
a
go ahead.
Barnaby.
Are you new in town?
Ooh, don't forget your stuff as well.
No.
I'll run, yeah.
We're just gonna be friends.
Don't forget my lady.
Okay.
Your lady.
She wants to know if you
Yeah,
would
my
like her
pistol.
as a person
Lady
or
of pistol.
more than a person.
Oh, okay.
Are you more than a person?
Legal,
Are you a
right?
lizard person?
Yeah.
Have you thought about
Also
committing
broken.
corruption?
No.
Do you want to?
No.
What if you do?
Yeah, Danielson,
That
she
seems
passes the
actu-
test.
I feel like that's kind of cringe to be honest.
What's
What
the
kind of
test?
a corruption would you do if you want to?
Oh.
Sherry is doing the corruption
Just
test.
one.
I don't know. Corruption is cringe.
Hi guys.
I would secretly rearrange all of my coworkers' pockets so it said L everywhere.
I'm trying out some new drip. You know? Oh shoot! So you're gonna violate everyone's
That's a
right, even
good
though you're
one.
not a cop.
Yeah, you said if I could do any corruption.
I see. She's pretty good at this. I like her. You're gonna be a good judge, I think.
Well, if you need
I don't-
anything, Lexi is a new clerk and she'd love to take all your notes all the time.
Yeah, I
Hello.
can take notes.
I'm Zoe, and you'll probably never see me around this time ever again.
Oh, Lexi,
That's
if you
okay.
want to take
I'm a
my
crackhead.
notes,
I'm everywhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
why
I
don't you
bet.
go
Yeah, okay.
back to your time zone?
good, because I'm fucking cream
That's
crackers.
crazy. You can't say
I'm
that.
on.
Oh.
I'm on a lunch break.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it's whenever there's like a court case and stuff. I take all the notes.
I need
Oh,
lunch
Zoe,
really
if-
badly, but there's no
Zoe,
one that
if
serves
you-
vegan food.
Zoe, if you need to go, you can.
Oh, I have.
No,
bento
no, no.
box
I'm
on
fine.
me.
I'm on
I have
lunch.
a bento box on me.
Oh, please, please, dear God, please, please. Oh God, oh God. I was gonna have to pick around the fish. It was gonna be awkward. Oh, thank you.
No. Are you okay with the
Oh.
ramune?
Yeah,
Any food, Sean?
Okay,
Well,
you
yeah,
would
as
like
long as it's
bento
allowed.
boxes for the DOJ order? I'll
Please.
place that, okay?
Please, dear God, please. Yeah, no, I
fine.
kept getting given sushi tacos, and I'm like, I don't want to pick around the fish because it's still gonna taste like fish.
Cheers, my dears.
Does my mom owe
Those
you
are-
5K for the food?
Who's your mom?
Anita, May.
We don't like her in this part of town.
Oh. Well, I like her. Okay, I'm good, Mr. Sean. We can go back up.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm
I'm a
not
little,
leading
I'm a little
it.
scared and nervous now.
You
Bye.
got this.
I don't think so. I got 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I feel like that lady with the bowl cut is dangerous.
Potentially.
Didn't she have a box on her head earlier?
She scares me.
Yeah, I don't think I can trust any lasses walking around with a box on their loaf.
Well, usually if you wear a mask, you're usually up to something,
If you're wondering
whether
what
it's
the smell is-
crazy or not crazy. I'm taking Frost's seat because he left it. So it's like shotgun, but for seats.
I'm standing over here because I've got a grand sense of self-importance.
Well.
Also, Murray, I think one of us is gonna have to review a urgent search warrant in a bit here.
Is it that the one before last?
Probably. Blunt just called me and said,
The
asked me if I
E?
was gonna be around. What do you say?
The E?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh, thank you. What's this for?
This is a key for the Northern Courthouse.
Oh,
Oh, I
right.
already have a key. I don't know what to do
the
with the
Northern
second.
Courthouse?
No, I don't. Where do I put the second key?
You go downstairs by a keychain.
Where do I get a keychain?
The
Downstairs.
Oh, I guess I could just order it on
27s.
Grime. Okay, I'll just do that.
The person downstairs that sells the key cutting kits also sells keychains.
Oh, cool.
Ooh,
Does
I
it got
didn't
like little
realize
cool
they sold
tags
that.
where it's just like DOJ with like a little scale on it? When I hit it, does it make a gavel sound?
Don't know about the gavel sound, but I'm sure you can personalize it.
How do you spell
I
hibiscus?
bet.
Oh Jesus!
I stole your
Christ.
seat.
That's fine.
It's uncomfortably warm.
That's your key to the Northern Courthouse, Ross. I'll put you guys in the panel later.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers, my dear.
Comfortable for us?
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
All right. We're gonna be going through the handbook. Why? There's so many fucking zeros. Whose dog is this?
It seems like this may have gotten leaked.
Bro. Just fucking change the permissions. We can't have shit nice.
Seagoose says, this is why you shouldn't drink. This fella's up at 3:02 in the morning fucking adding zeros to everything.
I'm gonna call him about that subpoena, Sean.
Yeah.
I'll go through and start rejecting all of their suggestions
Please,
to get it
thank
cleared.
you. Alrighty. Oh, it's gonna drive me fucking insane.
I have
This would be like
returns.
a fast way to do this.
What are you
Welcome
trying to
back,
do?
miss.
Thank you.
Someone commented over 100 times on the fucking.
I
handbook.
think we
Yeah,
just
they did
have
comment
to.
a bunch of times. I got a bunch of notifications about it.
Whoever this is, they shouldn't have had access to it in the first place to do that.
Oh well, you know, what can you do?
Yeah.
I guess I'll just have to change the permissions on it.
Alrighty. This is gonna be kind of a more brief crash course of it, and a lot of this stuff is gonna be stuff that you guys will go over in your own time. So it's more of like the gist of everything that we're gonna be going over, just so that we're not sitting in this room for the next 3 hours. Starting at general SOPs, the introduction you can read on your own time. It's basically just the ensuring that you understand that this is a position that you want and describing the position at a fundamental level. For general SOPs, so we have 3 different courthouses. Obviously the one that we're in, Davis Courthouse. We have the Carcerweight Courthouse and the Northern Courthouse in Polito. Hold on a second. Here we go. Remotely signing in, if you guys have to come around to serve subpoenas or review search warrants, and you just want to do it from the comfort of your own home, it shows you right there exactly how you sign in. Just make sure you don't abuse it. Obviously, I don't think I need to go too much into that for you guys. It's also good. Good. It's also used if like maybe you went to bed in here. It's good for you to remotely sign in so that you can actually get out of this room, because otherwise you can't. Let me see.
My email's broken for everyone or just me?
Everyone.
Okay.
MDT uses and corruption warning. Do not be corrupt. Do not commit MDT corruption. This can be defined as altering or removing reports or leaking information you have no right to know. We will. There's a high likely.
We'll execute
likelihood-
you.
Yeah.
Firing squad.
Angel. Well, I think Angel will cast a spell on you, and you will disappear from existence, and no one will remember who you were.
Oh yeah, that's you.
Okay.
And then remotely signing in, it just goes over what I already said. You guys are smart enough not to abuse stuff like that. The judicial oath, they already took the oath, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, they did.
So we'll jump over that. Conduct SOPs. I won't read these over in all of these in
Partiality, avoid
like,
conflicts of
its
interest,
entirety.
political
I'll just go over the
neutrality,
gist of it so
public
you understand
statements,
what the
professional
points are and what the
demeanor,
expectations
confidentiality
are.
and discretion,
Impartiality and
Uh-huh.
avoidance of conflicts. Basically, just
professionalism,
talking about making sure you're
personal
staying
involvement in
impartial,
cases, adherence to
especially in the lens
law,
of the public eye.
seeking guidance when uncertain.
Making sure you're not leaning one way or another, and that you are doing your job as a judge and being a, in the simple terms of sort of a referee, and assessing everything that is brought to you on an even scale, and not, sorry, and not swinging one way or another based on previous biases. Political neutrality. It is within your best interest to remain politically neutral. It's not a hard and fast rule. Like you can't like endorsing people publicly, but it's only going to cause you headaches and annoyances by doing it, because you will go and endorse somebody and they will win or lose, and it will be used against you for the rest of your term as a judge. So just don't. It's best to avoid it, to make your job a lot easier. To just not do it. That's why personally, I don't even tell people who I vote for, just so that it's not even a thought in someone's mind if I have to take a case in relation to those individuals. Public statements and professional demeanor. Make sure you're refraining from making statements overtly and publicly about, especially about legal concepts. Because usually what this turns into is you make a statement saying, "Oh well, I don't know, that guy should have got felony obstruction," and you know what's going to happen, and what Angel and I and Falconer are going to be told from someone from somewhere is going to say, "Well, you guys in the DOJ said that guy should have got felony obstruction of justice." They're not going to say you; they're going to say the department, because effectively, as a judge, everybody will see it as you're speaking for the department. So please be mindful of what you're saying, and refrain from making public comments, especially on ongoing cases. And then obviously professional demeanor when you're performing your duties as a judge, making sure you're staying professional. Obviously there's an element of reading the room to this. Things can get silly, and I would argue a huge part of the job is reading the room, and understanding where you're at and what you're dealing with. So just make sure when you're carrying out your duties, you understand the level of seriousness that is brought to a situation and meet that. Before I go on, if there's any questions arise, please just stop me and ask me. I'm more than happy to stop and explain anything that might be unclear or any questions you might have. Confidentiality and discretion. Long and the short, making sure, like Falconer said earlier, you're not T-sipping reports. Like, we have no reason to be in a report unless somebody's asking us to review something related to it. Just don't. You know, like, it goes back to the same thing with the political neutrality. It's just gonna, like, you going through a report for no good reason is just going to turn into people saying that you're biased in one way or another. It's going to make your job harder for no reason. Don't do that. Just stay out of it unless you're directed for it. Like whether it be a court case, search warrant, subpoena, whatever the case might be. But outside of that, just don't. Professionalism in and out of the courtroom. Again, while an official business, making sure that you're remaining professional, and not effectively besmirching the department. Now, that's not to say you can't be a silly guy. There's nothing wrong with that. But obviously, when you're performing official duties, making sure that you are bringing the level of seriousness that the situation requires. Avoiding personal involvement in cases. Obviously, if you have a personal stake in a case, like for me, for example, if my wife was being sued, I would not be jumping on that case to take it. It makes no sense, and I shouldn't be doing that. Anything that you are personally involved in, stay away from. It's just basically the gist of talking about conflicts earlier, like we did. Adherence to the
I
law
love
and
the
judicial
lighting
code
in
of
this room.
conduct. Don't break the law. Just get fired, and you'll waste all of our time. Please don't break the law. And it also talks about following the judicial code of conduct, which is what we've been going over so far, to the best of your ability. Obviously, a lot of these aren't hard and fast rules, but there is an expectation of professionalism of being a judge. And last and certainly not least, seeking guidance when uncertain. Please, 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 if you are ever uncertain about anything when it comes to this job, please ask questions. Always ask questions. If you feel like you're going to make a decision on something, and you're unsure about it, bounce it off somebody else who isn't involved, like who isn't conflicted on it, or isn't involved in the case or something like that. Or if you are reviewing a search warrant and you're not too sure, ask about it. We'll have our primary communications channel, which you guys will get access to at some point, which you can reach out in there and ask for help. And there will always be someone willing to help you whatever you need to do. Any questions about those before we move on to the next part?
Are there ever too many questions?
No.
Okay.
The only dumb questions are questions that you don't ask.
Okay. I may ask questions multiple times, not necessarily in the same day, but over like the course of a month, 2 months. This is not because I didn't retain it the first time. I will do my best to remember.
I think even all of us with all of our experience, we still ask questions. We'll still do sanity checks and ask questions. So there's nothing wrong with that. And making sure that you're not crazy when you're thinking about maybe ruling a certain way, finding a search warrant. Like sanity checks is good. Make sure that you're giving yourself a check and a balance, essentially. Any other questions before we move on to this next part? All right. Going down to ranks, roles, and responsibilities, judicial authority. This just talks about what you guys are able to do as a judge. So conducting bench trials, you issue licenses, which right now is just weapons and drivers. Pretty sure. Yeah. Okay. Presiding over open claim. Oh, go ahead.
We're not able to do the hunting ones. I know the Rangers legislatively have that one, right? But are we still not able to do it in case they ain't around?
Legislatively, no.
Yeah, hunting and fishing's just the rangers, but we can also do bar licenses.
Oh yeah, bar licenses as well. Which there's a report with the bar exam in it and the standards for which they are granted a certain level of access to either a bar license, a certified legal aid, or probationary bar license.
Understood much.
Presiding over open and small claims court. Basically, those open and small claims is stuff that's like on the spot.
It's gonna be really difficult switching between these
plaintiff and
two
defendant
fucking
are there,
voices.
and then you're available and you run it. Anything under 100K. Traffic court. Traffic court is a similar aspect to it. It's just kind of on the spot. The officer who issued the ticket, the person who got the ticket, and you are available. You just do it right on the spot. It should be something very simple, very quick, nothing too crazy. Presiding over criminal and civil trials, reviewing search warrants and subpoenas, performing bail hearings, and presiding over marriages. As far as the justice and the chief justice authority stuff, like you can go over that in your own time to understand what our positions are in the department and what we do. TLDR justices are like the level of the higher court, essentially, to rule over anything that you guys are ruling on and to sort of provide support where needed. And the chief justice is kind of the end all be all legally. If she makes a ruling on something, that is law. That is how it is supposed to be. and there's no really arguing beyond the Chief Justice. Dress code, TLDR, look like you work here. That's it. So that
Do I look
people,
good?
yeah, you're good.
You won't catch
You
me
look
not wearing a whistle.
You look ridiculous.
Oh,
Russ.
the judge
You
robes
look
are
ridiculous.
cool. The judge
You
robes
look
are cool.
silly wearing
I
those.
think I
Love it.
look tough.
Right, if you say so.
Got a wizard
Oh.
hat on. Well, there you look.
It's a sorceress hat, actually. And I'm wearing the robes of Arago,
actually-
actually.
Got him. But yeah, basically TLDR, look like you work here. So people walk in and be like, "Hey, you're a judge." Don't look crazy or anything. Again, that's not a hard and fast rule, but obviously it helps a lot when people need help and are looking for us. This section right below here where there's legislation titles and MDT numbers. This is a good, easy reference, and this is updated as well to where certain legislations are, like where it comes to impeachments, ACRs, DNA, expungement, all that good stuff. It's all folded into here to show you exactly where everything is. So if you ever need to reference that, it's always a good thing to have on hand if you have to reference it for cases and whatnot. Moving down to fundamentals. Again, a lot of this stuff you guys are going to have to be going over on your own. Oh,
Jesus Christ.
you need food?
Yeah.
I got you.
I had a drink.
Well, she should have sent you a Hank Marvin.
He is
that
so
English?
British. You hear that?
I don't understand a word he said.
He's just the most British man I've ever met.
Don't lump me in with him.
Yeah, for
English.
starters, I'm part Turkish.
No, mate. Sound like Jason Statham. No, governor.
Anyways, now we got the gibberish out of the way. The fundamental section, definitely go over in your own time. It's very good to help you understand the process
Openings,
of court cases in
questioning,
general.
get them
And
to
what
swear on
standards we hold within our
deity,
courtroom.
which is usually an admin. Yeah,
This
evidence,
section specifically
closing,
just gives you
verdict.
the
Right.
very basics on how court works.
Civil court, the
general,
burden of
not
proof.
specific
Criminal
to,
court, beyond
like,
the
criminal,
preponderance of
civil, or whatever
evidence
the case
is
may
now
be. It's
replaced
just
with beyond a reasonable doubt, which is
very
what they
straight,
referred
just
to
one or the
earlier
other.
as barred.
I'm sorry, very general guidelines on court.
Objections, ambiguous, confusing, misleading, vague, unintelligible, arguing the law,
Moving down to civil
argumentative.
court. I think you guys were going over this already. The burden of proof for civil court. Maybe I heard wrong.
Yeah, he was discussing Bard.
Yeah, Frost asked me what Bard meant, and I wasn't sure which version of the word he was meaning.
Like the guy who plays music.
That was
Us.
that was the joke.
Oh. Frost, are you okay?
I think he's just chilling.
Couldn't get up. I had to.
Oh, there we go.
All good now. Oh, I'm judging my lemon list, and I'm already receiving phone calls.
I was gonna say, whose dog's fucking ringing?
Yeah, make sure you guys silence your cell phones just so we can get through this.
It's kind of awkward here. They haven't hung it up yet, so.
I hung it up.
Or put it
I'm
on
gonna
speaker.
go help somebody with the business. I'll be right back.
Yep. So civil cases, obviously, please go over this in detail in your own time so you have a good understanding of what civil cases are and what we're supposed to be doing in those. But civil cases, the general points to understand is we're looking for a preponderance of evidence, which is a lower burden than beyond a reasonable doubt. I don't like putting a percentage number to it, but it's basically, is it more likely than not
more
that
likely than 50%, yeah.
the defense
Failure to appear,
committed
contempt,
the
violating the court
offenses
order,
that
eyewitness,
the plaintiff
expert
is saying that
witness.
they did?
You could put a
and then-
percentage. It's 51%
Character
or
witness,
more.
impeaching witness, hostile witness, and deposition or an affidavit. Okay.
That the defense not only did the offense or committed the wrong, but also there was a loss or something of the sort that should be made whole by the court.
Burdens of proof,
That is what you're
reasonable
looking for in
suspicion,
those
probable
cases when
cause,
you're presiding
preponderance of
over them.
evidence, beyond a reasonable doubt.
Um,
Then there's traffic court, small
Obviously,
claims
again, make sure
court,
you guys go over
a
this in
pretrial
detail on your
hearing, a
own, and then
bail
we'll hit
hearing,
another section later, which I'll show
deposition,
you.
criminal asset
that,
forfeitures, or CAF
Falconer largely worked
appeals,
on,
bench
where
trials.
it explains each of the different types of things you'll run into as a judge in extreme detail, which is extremely helpful if it's a lot of this is unfamiliar to you. But jumping down to criminal court, so as opposed to a preponderance of evidence, is beyond a reasonable doubt. Was it beyond a reasonable doubt? Is around about 80% to around 90%. So that's how certain you need to be that it's well, okay. The better way to put it is it reasonable to believe that the person did not do it? If it's not, then that is beyond a reasonable doubt. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Makes sense.
And obviously for both of these, respectively, it's on the plaintiff or prosecution to prove their claims here that they are making. It is not on the defense to prove that they are not guilty. We are very much innocent until proven guilty state. Any questions on those? I know it was very brief when we went over these, but obviously later on there'll be more extensive sections on how these go about.
It just sounds like we got some reading to do, Mush.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mush. Did you say mush?
Yeah.
I can't believe it. I feel like I'm at home. I do have an off-topic question.
Sure.
So we get like an invite to the parties now, right?
Well, we haven't. The parties. Unfortunately, the party stopped when I was hired. So we could
Thank
start
God,
having
Hal.
our own. We could start
No.
doing our own if you guys want.
No, I don't want to get those invites.
We could do our own.
Wait, you don't want to have a party?
Party,
No,
you know?
it's loud and no.
Yeah, you guys are squares. Whatever. Fuck it.
Fucking squares. God.
Fucking Muslim.
I get overstimulated.
That's fair. Below the section, objections, just a good reference in case you don't understand some more out there objections. It's a good comprehensive list of the most common ones that people will use within the state.
That's
ones
not even
outside of-
like. But this is like an actual list. This is not even just a San Andreanian list.
Oh well, yeah, these are just ones that I've heard before.
I don't think you're missing any outside of objection to form, which is like just objection to the form of the question, which is not used unless it's in a deposition.
You want
Yeah, basically, guys, the way that we do the objections is: are the questions that they asking cinema? And if they are, then that's whatever. And if they aren't, then hell no, fuck off.
As it should be.
That's basically kind of how it goes.
You got narrative written twice with different descriptions.
There's like 3 narrative objections.
Yeah, what can you do?
Well, there's
We like to
narrative.
cover our bases, you know.
No,
Well,
no.
it's-
There are just actually 3 different types of narrative objections.
Yeah, there's a narrative when it comes to like the counselor is like basically counsel is testifying, and then there's narrative like the question is asking for a narrative, and then there's narrative the person is giving a narrative explanation.
Well, you have nothing pending too, which is a stupid objection.
That's how you
Yes.
stop there. Yeah, nothing pending. And then going down to court charges. So in all, there's failure to appear, contempt of court, violating a court order, and then fleeing a judicial proceeding. Those are the charges. I don't know why I don't have that in there.
Don't we have the
Um,
perversion of course of justice or something?
That's a hag
Yes.
charge.
Objection
Yeah, but
bar
that's-
is
it's a
definitely valid.
felony.
Yeah.
Is
It's
it? It
different.
used to be a hag. I thought.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
I'm thinking about corruption. I'm dumb.
Do
Yeah, no, perversion of the course
the-
of justice is something that needs to be proven. So it's not the same as like something you would issue from the bench.
Okay, so okay, gotcha. Okay. That's a copy.
Yeah,
of
these
that's
the
ones-
probably
thing.
stupid. I might just get rid of it, to be honest with you.
These ones are just for stuff you can issue from the bench.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure if that was a bench thing or not. Okay, understood.
Yeah, no. So obviously, I don't have to go super in depth, but TLDR is failure to appear. If they don't show up, it's in relation to docket cases where you set up a time and a date. Don't give someone failure to appear because you arbitrarily summon them for open court and they didn't show up because they're not around. Just make sure that people have optimal. I'm sorry, not optimal. ample warning time and understand that they need to be in court to issue a failure to appear charge. Contempt is more of the catch-all. If people are being contemptuous in court, then give them contempt of court. Be
The fuck are you
reasonable
doing,
when you
Frost?
guys are. I don't know what he's doing.
Huh?
What are you doing?
Picking up an invisible box?
No, I was taking in the information. I was picking up what Justice is putting down. You know what I mean? Not even metaphorically, like
Contempt of court. Just be reasonable when you're giving these out and make it make sense. And obviously it's your courtroom. You do what you want to do. I typically give a way for people to walk it back. Like if they come up and apologize for their actions, and I'll usually rescind my contempt of court because if they're willing to show that they didn't mean it, or if they were giving a sincere apology, I'm fine with that. But obviously, your courtroom. If you give contempt, you don't want them to walk it back. Don't let them walk it back. Violating the court order speaks for itself. If you give an order of the court that's official and it's violated, then you'll issue a contempt of court warrant. Effectively, these ones, and then including fleeing a judicial proceeding, which is when somebody leaves when a judicial proceeding is going on before it's over.
I object to this being boring.
With these, you have to get in contact with a police officer for them to issue the warrant for you. So it's your job to follow up and make sure that these warrants or charges are being filed. Any questions about that before we move on?
Eyewitness, expert witness, character witness, impeaching witness, hostile witness.
Going below this, it has the different types of witnesses. Obviously, this you'll go over in your own time just to have a good understanding of the different types of witnesses, when someone is impeaching a witness, when the witnesses are hostile, depositions and affidavits, and then sealing witnesses or evidence. Below that is the standards for burdens of proof. Talks about probable cause, reasonable suspicion. If you guys took the new bar exam, you definitely know these, but if you don't, please give them a look over and make sure you have an understanding of reasonable suspicion and probable cause. We already kind of went over the preponderance of evidence and beyond a reasonable doubt. This is the definitions here in depth, so you can have a good understanding of what it is. Moving down from that, so this section where it starts at traffic court, and there's small claims, pretrial hearing, bail hearing, deposition. I got to update criminal asset forfeiture. That one is out of date because the legislation passed over recently. But all of these sections are very in-depth explanations of how these hearings or cases will be heard. These is very valuable information to have an understanding of how you're supposed to be running these. So I would highly recommend when you're on your own time, making sure you're going.
I don't
through
think
these.
Aubrey would understand anything Sean says. It's kind of the point,
Obviously,
though.
with impeachments and ACRs and search
With,
warrant content. Well, you guys would be doing search warrant content, so I forgot that change. But with impeachment and ACRs, you guys won't be dealing with those a ton unless like you're appointed to do it, because for some reason there none of the justices can do it. But it's still good to understand what those are and what your people are getting into when those happen. Docket procedures explains how the MDT docket works and the flow of like different functions on it works. Also explains that we have a 48-hour discovery window. So make sure you keep that in mind when you're scheduling cases, and that there is a 48 hours in which there's 48 hours before you schedule your case, so that there's ample time for evidence to be submitted. And that there's like a time for each side to review everything that's been presented. And it talks about court case announcements. So clerks actually do get paid to do the court case announcements for us. So once you guys have access and our email stops dying, you'll be able to ask the clerks to post a court case announcement for something. You can just drop in there and say like, hey, I scheduled this for this day. And then they will put up the official announcement for you so that people can get properly notified. General guidelines and expected timelines. So all cases should be picked up by a judge ASAP, no longer than 48 hours since posting before a judge enters. All motions should be answered within 24 hours, and a case should be scheduled within 1 week. That is what we are aiming for as far as picking up and scheduling cases. So please bear that in mind when you guys start picking up cases, and that was what we should be doing. When you're in a trial, bench trials in traffic court and small claims, they shouldn't last longer than an hour, unless extraordinary circumstances. So just make sure that we're keeping everybody brief and nobody's making stuff last too long. It is, at the end of the day, it is your courtroom. You're in full control of it. You don't have to let someone sit there and yap to their client if the other side isn't stopping them from dragging stuff out way too much. It is also on you to make sure people aren't dragging it out, making sure the cases aren't lasting forever. For criminal and civil cases, like the docketed cases, it should last no longer than 2 to 3 hours. Unless it's obviously larger cases might last a little longer, but it's your guys' job as the judge to make sure that these cases are moving along within a timely manner and there's no extra stuff happening or filibustering. It's just what we need to hear for the case and not veering off course when those cases are happening. Any questions about any of that before we move on?
No.
Perfect. MDT docket, it just goes into more so explaining the using the MDT docket. Obviously in Crim 16 is a good way to go in there and mess around and see how stuff works and what happens when you do certain things in there. But in this section it talks about scheduling and adding verdicts and like again the flow chart of the different scheduling, scheduled, in progress, and all that good stuff. When you guys are hopping on cases, just make sure in the title that you're editing it, as you've seen commonly on the docket, it'll have like the judge's name and it'll say scheduling, or it'll say, like, if it's scheduled, they'll have the date and the time, or if it's over, they'll put like whatever the verdict is. Just a little thing so people can look at it and see that something has changed on it. Sentencing. Obviously, it's your discretion in certain cases, and well, in most, I would say the majority of cases. It's your discretion on sentencing, especially in bench trials. Like if people are engaging with the system and you've gone through a bench trial, it's been like an hour, and then they're just fighting like a 10-month charge. Make sure they get time served. But at the end of the day, it is at your discretion, and it should be treated on a case-by-case basis. So it all depends on what's happening within the case. And the exceptions for this, all death sentences or life without the possibility of parole require a different level of permission before you can give them.
Yeah,
So you can't
obviously
just give
permission.
people life, because the prosecution might ask for life or death, but there needs to be a different level of permission given before you can just do that. But without that agreement, you can give 30 years without the possible parole. I mean, with the possibility of parole, I'm sorry. That is the max sentencing that you can give somebody without any extra permission. Any questions about that? Okay. Processes, this is stuff you'll go over in your own time. It just talks about the bail process and how that works. And then it gives you a good outline in there as well. Okay. I saw your note in there. But it gives you standard bail conditions. Obviously, bail conditions can change, but if you go through there, it explains it better about how that works. Psych holds, it goes through that process and explains explains it. If those come up, I would genuinely, if you're not in general, if you're not comfortable with stuff, at least try to get someone to come with you and do something. But if not, just be mindful and ask questions before you go into stuff on your own. Don't try to jump into the deep end and something and you can find out that you're way out of your depth.
Are we required to ever handle psych holds? Is that something that you will require me to be comfortable with?
If for a different reason other than inexperience, if you're uncomfortable, then you don't have to.
It is definitely not inexperience. Okay, understood.
And then next section, going over subpoenas. Obviously, this is stuff you go over in your own time. This gives you a general understanding of what our expectations for subpoenas are. It's the same thing. It's preponderance of evidence for subpoenas, 51%. And then similarly, search warrants are the same. It's preponderance of evidence, making sure that they have probable cause for the crimes that they are alleging that have been committed. A general gist when it comes to subpoenas specifically, searching for someone's phone or bank records is a constitutional intrusion, but it is on the lower level, which is why this is a preponderance of evidence. So when you're looking through these, you're looking to make sure that not only do the crimes that they're alleging have probable cause within the warrant, so not just attached into a different report, but inside the warrant itself. But that everything matches up, because there have been times where search warrants have been submitted and it like the crimes are unrelated to the probable cause that is in the search warrant or the subpoena. So when stuff like that happens, or stuff isn't to the level of what you think that stuff needs to be, provide them notes, explain to them why you're denying stuff. Never just deny something and not give an explanation. You should always be explaining why you're denying something.
What if they don't understand Cockney?
Sorry, 1 second. But yeah, that's something that's very important, is making sure that when you are denying search warrants, that you're giving a proper reason to explain why you're denying, what you feel like hasn't been met within those search warrants. Does that make sense? Angel Falcon, do you guys have anything to add for that? Search warrant subpoenas?
Definitely not on my end.
No, you got it.
As far as the probable cause for night searches, what is some of the language, or what are some of the reasons that you're looking for approval for a night raid?
Did that change, Angel, or is that still being worked on?
Night
We're changing
raid.
it, but right now it's the same, but we're changing it. So
okay,
A night raid ruined my life.
yeah, we're probably gonna make it so that
Yep.
like, I mean, like the rules were written in the past with a whole different world that we lived in, and now things have changed. So we're gonna redo the night raid clause. So for right now, it is what it is. So.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
right
what
now
it
they-
is.
What's that?
I said okie dokie.
Oh, okay.
Really wanted that drill, Frost.
Hey, I didn't get the drill.
But yeah, as it stands right now, night raids, they have to articulate sort of a danger to officers' lives, so they might get attacked. Effectively, is the shorthand answer.
Yeah, that's how I understood night raids to be. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Moving on down. There's different bank records requests. There's a list of a bunch of bank accounts, like the state account, DOJ, LSPD, all that good stuff. These are open for public record for people to pull, anybody to pull at any point. So bear that in mind. The only one that's defunct on here is the pursuit account. They don't use that anymore, but it's still something that can be pulled for previous records. So that if you're ever wondering what account number is what, it's right in here. Bank records or FOIA, the public records request. Again, it goes over the same thing back here. It just explains you how you pull those records actually. We can actually take a dive into that, actually. Do some hands-on work here. If you guys think about the state, all one word, you'll see that there's current tax rates and there's nothing there because that doesn't involve us, and I don't know if that's ever worked. Managed ballots, you guys won't have to worry about this. This is for Justices Plus. Don't mess with these ever, because as soon as you hit edit on something, it changes the ending period and ends it as soon as you hit edit. So just don't touch it. It's better just to leave it alone. Unless someone specifically tells you to set up a poll, just don't. But when you're pulling bank records, you'll go and go to bank accounts, and you either put in the account number or the state ID of the individual that you're pulling bank records from. The times
And then
and
it
the
would give me
dates
my
on
own
UTC. So bear that in mind when people are submitting search warrants. These days, everybody, for the most part, submits everything in UTC, which makes it a lot easier to be able to pull records and provide them. But like when you put in, let's do account 3, and we'll pull for today, so 27th to the 29th. You'll export from account number.
I'm
It'll
not
give
retaining any of
you
this information
something you
anymore.
can copy, and then that link is what you will provide when you're providing bank records. And it's similar for phones, which we'll go over that in a second. But that link is what you'll provide unless the scope of the time that they're asking for is slimmer than a day, whatever day you're pulling. And if that's the case, then you're gonna have to like dump it into a sheet and cut it down to exactly what they're asking for.
I'm guessing this is what is it? Just doing current year.
What's that?
Well, what if they want like last year's records?
Then you change the date to be last year.
Right,
Yeah.
so we do have to include the year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it'll start when you start to pull it. It'll usually give like dates that are around today. But you can go and hit the little drop down and then scroll through the years and pick the year that you need to be in.
I go 1943.
Yeah, yeah.
You won't
There's no
find
records
anything,
then.
but you can.
I think they only go back to like December 2023.
Oh, that
Question
makes
mark.
sense actually.
Okay.
Yeah. Just remember
This
for this
bit's gonna
one,
be
if you're
difficult.
doing the state ID, make sure you export from state ID and vice versa for the bank account. If you put in an account number and then you hit export for state ID, you're going to get an empty thing. So just don't do that. Going over to phone is similar. You have to put in the phone number. It's only the numbers. Don't put any parentheses, spaces, dashes, nothing, or else it'll just give you an empty record. And then same thing, times and dates are in UTC. So keep that in mind when you're pulling phone records. And if they ask for both calls and text, you'll export messages, copy the link, set it somewhere, export the calls, set it somewhere, and you'll deliver it to whoever it needs to be. When it comes to search warrants and subpoenas, best practice is to deliver it to the person who originally signed it and the command member who signed it, just to make sure that it gets to whoever it needs to be in a timely manner. That is best practice, and that is what I recommend you guys do when you guys are signing these and delivering them. We do not text these or put these in documents. You only email these to people. And that
So you
goes
will-
even for public records requests. You should not be texting or putting these into a document.
If you do it enough, you will begin to learn the command that, for lack of a better term, kills. Because, like, back, I remember when if a subpoena came through with McNulty's signature on it, he did not give a fuck to look at those records. So you'll learn that sort of vibe from different command.
Yeah, and if you're unsure, like I said, just give it to both. But like, if you get a gist of the situation, like the command is just kind of they needed a command signature, a second head to look at it, and they're not really invested in it, then like Falconer said, just give it to the person. Yeah, going down. This just kind of goes over those points more in detail. Obviously, go over this on your own time.
I have to
Matt's
read through
on
this
his
so much.
birthday. Hold on, let me update that number really quick.
I think I just updated
Oh, you
it.
did. Oh, nice, perfect. Oh yeah, if you guys open your MDT and report number 34933, that has the bar exam in it and the certification process. So it talks about what they like, what positions they might get, depending on how they score on their bar exam. If they score under 60% of the questions right, then there will be a certified legal aid. Basically, it just allows them to do cell reps and not get kicked out for doing them. Because inherently, like people just going downstairs signing in as a legal aid doesn't inherently allow them to go into the cells and do cell reps. It's officer discretion. But certified legal aids get that sort of protection to be able to do that, and it's the whole point is that they're gonna be retaking it within the next 3 to 7 days. Probationary returners are people who score between 60 and 80%. basically, this is its position. So allow them to practice law on their own. They have a good grasp of legal concepts and understand the law as it stands. And you'll give them, like it says here, you'll give them the bar license. You notate that they're a probationary attorney, and then in their civilian profile, your staff profile, you give them the lawyer tag, the DOJ department, and that will be that for that. And then anybody who scores 80% to 100%, answering it confidently and correctly, they'll just get their bar license. So you give them the bar license tag on their civilian profile. You give a date and that you gave them the bar license on there, and then obviously the staff profile stuff. When it comes to keys for the probationaries and the full bar certified, make sure you notify Justice that you hired somebody so that they can get their keys and actually get paid their hourly and be clocked at. We're not going to go through the bar exam, but just a general, just no gimmies, no help, no verbatim answers. They need to understand the law, not just have it memorized. And then just make sure if people are trying to become a certified legal
We're
aid,
almost to
that
the
they're
end,
not
chap.
like it's meant to be a stepping stone. It's
Expungements,
not meant for them to
license plate
sit there and be a
changes,
certified legal
state
aid forever.
announcements, DOJ quick reference sheet. That is it. Okay.
That is it for bar exam. Obviously, you can go over that in your own time, but that's gives you good questions and
business
answers.
approval.
To
Sorry,
ask.
business approvals.
You got to go through
expungement.
everything and then see what the percentages that they got right on. If you need a fine tag for somebody, sometimes like if you're doing court case announcements or if a clerk needs somebody's tag, if you think about F profile and then their state ID, it'll give you the whatever their tag is in the emails to give them a notification.
That's so sick.
Yeah.
Oh, it's me.
We used to use it a lot more on the old docket, but now it's just kind of to get the court case announcements going, which is still very important because that's the best way to contact somebody, and it's no real ifs, ands, or buts about it with that. Business approvals. We're in the end, guys. Don't worry, we're almost there. If you don't have a Click Levers tablet, you should get one. But in the Click Levers tablet, when you're signed in, you'll have a new tab under businesses. There'll be a new management tab on there for us, and we have the admin permissions on it. And effectively, someone will call you and say, "Hey, my business, Black Cat Designs, has been approved.
God.
I want to finish the process for that." You'll go in, you'll hit approve, it'll kick you back out to the previous screen. You just go back in and you'll hit create. And just like the process outlines here, you got to make sure that you go on their civilian profile and state that their business license was issued for the name of the business. You build them the 50K and the date in your signature. And then obviously you got to bill them $50,000. Every single business they get approved at $50,000, not just when they get the license. And if they don't have a license, the business license, give it to them. If they do, then just make sure you're putting the note on their profile below the previous business. Any questions about that? Expungements. Just recently, I had slacked on, and I need to put out an announcement for that. But recently, we're upping our standards for expungements. The gist of it is someone comes to you when they've been crime-free for 30 days, and it's also your job to make sure that they did, which let's explain that to you guys in a second, how to check for that. But basically they come to you, you check to see that they've been crime-free for 30 days, you put out an announcement, just like it says there, like, Arnold Frost is seeking an expungement for anyone wanting to speak for or against us. The hearing will be held in whatever the location is, if you're at Carsonway Courthouse, if you're on the beach, wherever the case may be, wherever you're at, make sure you put the location so people can show up and speak for or against them. Putting that out as a court announcement, which I'll explain to you guys how to do state announcements, court announcements, and all that good stuff in a second here. But basically, when people are getting expungements, they either need to, and I would advise this to people because people are used to like the old way of like, they just find a judge and have a hearing and get it done. They either need to make a good case, like if they don't have anyone else to speak on their behalf, I would say regardless of that, to be honest, but they need to make a very good case as to why they should get an expungement, and it can't just be like, oh, I just want to do this thing. Like, they need to have a good explanation and really basically appeal to the court, because at the end of the day, it's your decision whether they get expunged or not. And if they're not making a good case as to why they should be expunged, then you shouldn't be expunging them. Does that make sense?
Yes, Mush.
So yeah, basically you'll put up the announcement, give people good enough time to come in if they're coming, and then you let them speak their piece and state their case as to why they should be expunged, and then you open it up to the public and let people talk. And then once all that's done, you go and deliberate and decide whether or not they get an expungement. The standard, I think right now it's 25K. But if Angel's Amendment goes through, then it'll go back up to 50K, and then it triples for every expungement. So 50K, 150, 450, so on and so forth.
And you could do more. Doesn't really matter. We don't have that specific number in place, I don't think.
Yeah, at this point in time, right now it's 25K or judicial discretion. Like, if someone's gotten more expungements, you should be charging them more.
Yeah, I charged Pred $1 million for his fourth, and I don't even know if I should have granted that one, honestly.
Yeah, so just obviously it's all case by case. Just bear in mind what you think is appropriate. Like, if someone has a crazy extensive criminal record, you might want to charge them more just because of the stuff that the crimes that they committed. To expunge all those, if you feel like it should cost more, then do so. Let's see here. License plate changes. Once you guys get access to the email, there'll be an area where there is a sheet for license plate changes where you can document all that good stuff. Basically, you think about judge plate when you're clocked in, and you'll need to get their VIN. So whenever someone asks you for a plate, the best practice is immediately ask them for the registration for their car, because for our documentation purposes, we get the make and model of the vehicle documented, and then like their name and state ID. So it makes it easier for you to document that on that part, but it also gives you the VIN for the car, which is what you need to change the plate.
Yeah, I like how Jonah Slow's plate is an example.
Plate changes
here.
are 100K a piece, which you bill people. You just think about bill, the state ID, and then the amount. Which is all documented in here to show you how to do that. But you bill people for that if they're swapping it. So if it's a custom plate that they're moving to something else, it's 20K because they're not creating a new plate, and then it's 100K if it's a completely new plate. Food stall approvals, leave it to the clerks, please. Even if you're around.
Government agencies and officials don't pay if the plate is like all their job. Like, for example, like if the
Like a fleet
BCSO
plate.
wanted BCSO 1, and they don't get charged.
Yeah. Food stall approvals, I would largely let the clerks handle this because it's one of the few things they're able to do. But in the report 16411, it gives you a good outline of what is expected and how you're supposed to check things. Obviously, if you don't know, I let someone else handle it. State announcement. So if you guys right now think about state announce, please don't make a state announcement right now. It's not that easy, but just don't. If you think about state announcement, it'll give you the option between a court announcement, a state announcement, a public safety alert, and a state of emergency. Public safety alerts and state of emergencies are only to be issued by justices or at our request. Or if there's another agency that is calling it, like typically it's the marshals. If they call you and say, "Hey, we need to call a state of emergency," you just ask them what they need to put for it, and then you'll just put it in there. And you'll do the public safety alert, copy paste it, and do state of emergency. The state of emergency is the one that goes to the phone. Court announcements is for all your court case stuff. So announcing that your court case is happening in X amount of time, or when the expungement is happening, you'll do a court announcement. State announcements you won't do as commonly, but it's kind of just for announcing stuff that's happening. Like if Angel or one of us ask you to put out a state announcement for us when we're not available, that's typically when you'll do those. But largely, you don't really have to do state announcements.
Yeah, usually,
But
usually you only do court announcements.
yeah. Below that is a more detailed process for businesses. It gives you like the step by step. Marriages. So on report 2014 has the marriage registry. When someone is getting married, one person pays 25K, and in a report 23039 has a little template that you can use if someone wants to just get married in the court. But sometimes people are just trying to get the license so that they're legally married and they're doing their own wedding at a different date. But obviously when
Divorces
you're
are
doing
also 75 grand.
and it's a one party thing for a divorce. They don't both need to agree to get a divorce. It's one side.
Yeah, because it's 2026. We
When you're
acknowledge no
doing
fault
marriages,
divorces in
make
the
sure
state.
that the people are two willing and consenting parties, and you need to ask them if they are consenting. It seems like there's anything awry, don't do the marriage. Like if something seems right, one person seems like they're being forced to do it, do not do it. And yeah, just like we already said, divorces, it's only one side. You don't need both sides to agree to a divorce. It's just one person comes up to you and says, "Hey, I want a divorce." 25K, and you put it in the marriage registry all the way at the bottom. There's a divorce section. Guys, we made it. Any questions about anything?
Yippee!
The bottom, the quick reference, some of it's right. A lot of it, I still need to update it because some stuff has moved around when it comes to like Los Santos and Blaine County's stuff. I've been largely waiting for stuff to settle because they've done a lot of amendments and moving stuff around. But this is like a good general place to look where certain things are. But yeah, any questions about anything?
No.
And if questions arise, I will say for me personally, you can always reach me, whether it be if I'm around or even if I'm not around, shoot me an email, ask me whatever. If I don't answer, I'm asleep or busy, but I will never be mad that you're trying to reach out and ask for help. I'll always try to get back to you as soon as I can. But especially when you have access to the official channels, that is like one of the best places to reach out. There's a lot of people who have a lot of experience and a lot of different things, and 99 times out of 100, you'll get the answer to the question that you're given. I would say 999 times out of 1,000, to be honest. There's a lot of experience and a lot of people who have been around for a long time, and a lot of people who've been through a lot of stuff in the courtroom, and that's one of the best resources that we have is to reach out to each other and make sure that everybody's on the same page. At the end of the day, in the DOJ, we're not a hive mind, but we do hold the same standard. Who's laughing?
Well, we did it, team. Mission accomplished. High fives all
congratulations,
around.
guys.
Let's go. Yeah, that's fucking right.
But
well, guys, I
if
believe
you
in
want to
you.
get your feet wet, talk to people who are on cases already and be like, "Hey, let me come in on this," and just sit there and watch them work. I'd be more than happy to have you there. Everybody will. I would be shocked if someone says, "Nah, don't do that."
We don't do laps anymore.
Right, well, thank you, Justice.
Thank you, everyone, for coming.
Did you tell them to use clerks?
Yeah. Thank
Thank
you
you.
all
I think I've
for
already
putting your
hired
names
Lexi
into the
on.
hats. Thank you for stepping up where no one else would, to don the robes, to don the gavel, to don the mantle of thou who would cast down judgment upon. I was doing a really serious thing, Frost. You really hurt my feelings. We need to value it like that. Whatever. Thank you, guys. We appreciate the help, and we look forward to seeing how you do in the DOJ, okay?
Cheers, Chief.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief
Okay.
Justice.
Take a picture one day.
Yippee!
We should. You know what? Here's what I want to do.
Let's get a
Here's
picture
what I
right
want to do.
now.
Everyone
Okay, Angel with the new
moves,
judges.
yes.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's head outside, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
On the stairs.
Hell yeah. Rohan, thank you for stepping on y'all's feet and doing that.
How exciting. Picture time.
it's one person. He didn't respond. He hasn't responded to the court case at all. I'm just giving you final warning.
Right here is perfect. The stairs. All right. Fall in
Oh, Zoe,
line,
you need a
baby judges.
mask.
Who?
Where one stand.
Wherever you want.
Hey, wait, Zoe, come change really quick, because you need a
Okay.
mask.
I'm not that ugly.
Ross, where's your
What the heck?
your eye
you just gotta
face
wipe
covering thingy, eye patch, whatever the hell?
Never wore an iPad
Why not?
because I don't need to. I'm not a pirate.
Oh, okay. Just wondering. This is awkward because we're all here and no one else left. So, but we're just gonna keep smiling, keep posing. I like the robes. They look good on you.
Thank you. You too.
Judge King.
Step down.
Judge King, rise up.
Because of the heels.
You stand wherever the hell you want. We're just trying to figure out the pose I want to do. Yeah, there we go. Judge King. Looking hell tough.
Wait, which one
Judge
is
King. Just doing a gang sign, you know?
just throw up our gang signs.
Just throw up some gang signs, you know?
Dang, you guys look tough.
High key. High genuinely on God, for real, for real.
I genuinely, yep.
I genuinely,
That's
it's
fucking
crazy.
right, dude.
I've gone ahead and grabbed people's bank account numbers and gotten them all sorted in there too.
Big. This is wonderful. This is what I love to see. We're firing on all cylinders today, you know? That's what I like to hear.
Taking the picture?
All right.
I don't know.
Let's get ready for the picture, gang. Come on, get up here, Danielson. Have Rowan do it. You gotta get in
yeah,
here.
I'll do it. You know.
Yeah, Rowan's the picture guy. Yeah, you know what? You could take a picture and Rowan could get in here.
What? Me?
If you want. Or head clerk, after all.
I'm the Giga Clerk.
You're the Giga clerk. Hop on in.
Yeah, Gig Clerk needs to be in the photo too.
That's freaking right.
It is, and you're kind of obstructed a little, both of you. All right.
Yeah, like if you're on the lower step, can you like move down a little bit to make room?
Yeah.
There you go. There you go. Perfect.
You got this. You got this. So, see, try to get everybody.
High key tough, on God.
Ava, move over just a little to your right.
I'll block Angel then.
No, you're like almost in front of Angela.
Just a little bit.
Perfect.
Heck yeah. 1 second.
Yay.
We're supposed to like say cheese or something, or
Yeah, hold on.
cheese. Oh,
Oh, let it cook. Let it
we gotta
cook.
wait for her. We gotta wait. We gotta wait, guys. We gotta wait. I did it too
Oh,
early.
Waiting.
I did it too early, guys. My bad.
I'm clenching.
All right. I got the right shots. I got the right
Cheese.
shots.
Cheese.
Yep, that's
my
one.
fucking
Cheese.
thorns are in.
Heck
Your
yeah.
thorns?
I got a bunch.
Thorns.
Oh, he's
Nice.
below parallel.
Good work, guys. Good work.
Hitting that shit.
Good job.
Oh, yeah.
All right, everyone. Thank you very much for coming to today's initiation. You are now blooded into Shadow Wizard Money Gang. I will now be going off to acquire a vehicle with my son. Let's take game car shopping.
Nice.
Yo, low genuinely, that was
Aw.
tough.
In which case,
I-
I'm gonna have a
I
fucking
genuinely.
kip.
Let's go get you a car, son.
Two
Yeah, if I have a
cases
quest stuff,
on
if you're
the
interested.
Take care,
docket?
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang.
CJ
Okay,
out.
I really need to leave. Is there anything
Yeah,
anyone needs anything
I
of me?
need to.
No, you're
I
good.
need to have a kip too.
No,
SWGOT.
you're good. You're good.
All right.
Damn it!
Oh, Shadow. What did she say?
New.